Speech 4. Don't let them tell you there is not enough money. Ladies and gentlemen, parents, students, and concerned citizens, welcome back. Today, we're tackling a pervasive myth that's often used to justify the deplorable state of our public schools, the claim that there simply isn't enough money. Let me be clear, don't let them tell you there's not enough money. This is a lie, a convenient excuse used by those who benefit from maintaining the status quo. Let's start with the basics. The United States is one of the wealthiest nations in the world, with a GDP in the trillions. Yet, year after year, we're told that there isn't enough money to properly fund our schools. Meanwhile, we see billions of dollars spent on corporate bailouts, tax cuts for the wealthy, and military expenditures. The issue isn't a lack of money, it's a lack of prioritization. Consider this. The federal government and states collectively spend vast amounts on sectors that don't directly benefit the majority of citizens. Just a fraction of what is spent on corporate subsidies or defense could dramatically transform our public education system. It's a matter of where our leaders choose to allocate resources, and right now, education is not at the top of their list. We hear the argument that raising taxes to fund education would burden taxpayers. But the reality is that strategic investment in education is an investment in our future. Well-funded schools lead to well-educated citizens who contribute more significantly to the economy. When students succeed, communities thrive, crime rates drop, and our nation becomes stronger and more competitive on the global stage. The return on investment in education far outweighs the costs. Moreover, we must scrutinize how existing educational funds are used. There is often a significant amount of waste, mismanagement, and bureaucracy that siphons money away from classrooms and into administrative overhead. Streamlining operations, cutting unnecessary expenditures, and ensuring that funds are directly used to enhance student learning can make a substantial difference without needing to increase overall spending. But let's also talk about the moral imperative. Every child deserves access to a high-quality education, regardless of their background or socioeconomic status. Education is a fundamental human right, and it's our collective responsibility to ensure that every student has the opportunity to succeed. By perpetuating the myth that there isn't enough money, we are failing our children and denying them their rightful future. So what can we do? First, demand transparency and accountability. Insist that local, state, and federal governments provide clear, detailed reports on how educational funds are being allocated and spent. Advocate for audits and assessments to identify inefficiencies and areas where funds can be redirected to have the most impact. Second, support policies and leaders who prioritize education. Vote for candidates who pledge to invest in our schools and hold them accountable to their promises. Engage in grassroots campaigns and community activism to push for increased educational funding and better resource allocation. Third, educate others. Share this message with your friends, family, and community. Help dismantle the myth that there isn't enough money and shift the conversation towards how we can better prioritize and utilize our abundant resources. Fourth, get involved in your local schools. Join the PTA, attend school board meetings, and be vocal about the needs and challenges your local schools face. Your first-hand experience and insights can drive meaningful change and ensure that funds are used effectively at the grassroots level. Lastly, never underestimate the power of collective action. When we stand together and demand better for our children, we can create a groundswell of support that is impossible to ignore. Let's challenge the narrative, push for reform, and ensure that our public schools receive the funding they need to provide every child with the education they deserve. Thank you for watching. If you believe in this cause, share this video, get involved, and let's work together to secure the future of our children. Don't let them tell you there's not enough money. There is. It's time we demand that it be used where it matters most. Thank you.